Oh my goodness, long time no see. Well, welcome back to my channel. I'm Heidi. It's been a while since I've dropped a new video, so I'm so excited to bring this to you today. We're going to be doing a lower body workout, but it's very much going to require some upper body support. So we're gonna start with our motor put together. Make sure you have lots of room on one side of your motor so you're gonna be able to lay down at one point. We're gonna get this party started. Let's do it. Okay, friends, if you see cat hair on my leggings, don't judge me. I have 2 cats, all right? All right, let's go ahead and get started. You're gonna straddle your motor body with those legs and just squeeze your ankles against the motor body so you feel that connection up through your inner thighs, in through that pelvic floor. Just feel yourself rooting down into your feet. Yeah. Let's start by taking both arms overhead. Take a big breath in here. Feeling that length as you exhale, we're gonna dive it forward, round that spine, relaxing that head and neck forward. Let the elbows bend, let the knees soften. And then as you inhale, attempt to lengthen the knees, lengthen the elbows, and lift the heart. So nice flat back position. And then as you exhale, you're gonna round the spine back forward, and then roll yourself back up, restacking the spine, keeping the connection of those ankles against the motor. Take the arms up one more time. Inhale and exhale again. We dive it forward, round that spine, pulling the abdominal wall up and back. Let your knees soften. Let your body round over those legs. Press down into the motor as you extend the elbows, lift the heart, lengthen the knees if it's available. And then exhale, round it back forward. And roll yourself back up, restacking, rooting into your feet, growing tall through the crown of your head. Let's get this party started. We're gonna come down onto the side of your mat. So as I stated in the intro, make sure you have lots of room on that side, okay? From here, we're gonna go ahead and bring the elbows down onto your motor, bringing yourself into an all-fours position. We're gonna set up our upper body for success. Yes. So elbows under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. You're in a nice neutral spine. Heading right into sternum drops. We're going to allow those shoulder blades to draw towards your spine as the sternum lowers towards those elbows. And then exhale, slide those shoulder blades apart. Feel that width across the upper back. Again, inhale, we squeeze. And exhale, we slide those shoulder blades apart. Last 3, inhale. And exhale apart. Final 2, we squeeze and we press. Final 1, just like this. Exhale, press. You're gonna hold right here. Now take a moment to hone in on your stability core. And what I mean by that is I want you to think of drawing your elbows back towards your knees and drawing your knees towards your elbows. So you feel that nice contraction between your abs and your back. They're sandwiching the spine, working together. You should feel those corset muscles engaged. Now keep that connection and send one leg back, stretching that knee. Again, visualizing that front knee pulling towards those arms. Now take another moment. Without shaking that pelvis, can you send the other leg back to meet it? Hold that position. We're in a strong plank. Now, if this is not your jam, lower your knees down and do a modified plank. That's totally fine. This is your workout, not mine, even though I'm still working out. We're going to hold right here. I'm leading you through. We're doing this together. Let's do 3 more moments. Last 2. Final 1. Gently lower your knees down. Give yourself a moment. Press it back, little child's pose. Just enjoy that stretch. I like to rest my hands on the motor so it really gives me the stretch through my lats and my shoulders. Feels so good. Let's come back up into that position. Again, elbows, forearms are on that motor body. Again, we're going to find that connection to the stability core. Knees to the elbows, elbows to the knees. Now take a moment. If you remember which leg you stepped back with before, let's step back with the opposite leg. Pelvis is nice and quiet, so we step the other leg to meet it. Hold that connection. Breathing it out. We're strong in the upper girdle, feeling the armpits pulling down towards your hips. Long line from head to heel. Bracing that center. Think of a slight tuck on the pelvis. Squeeze your booty. Hold it for 3, for 2, for 1. Lower your knees down. Rest it back. Feels so good. And then take a second right here. You're going to flip around so that your feet end up on the motor body. And then from here, just wiping away the cat hair, we're going to lay on back. So this is why I said you're going to want some space on the side of that motor. So you want your feet fairly close to your bottom, okay? So make sure you're not too far away from the motor body. Let your arms just relax by your side. Neck is nice and long, and just allowing your spine to settle into the floor for a moment. Let's take it into some pelvic tilts, okay? As we exhale, warming up that low back, we're gonna curl that pelvis towards the rib cage, keeping the glutes loose. And then inhale, release to neutral. The reason why I say keep your glutes loose is I want you to imagine the pelvis rocking towards the rib cage from the abs, not from clenching your bottom and clenching your hip flexors, yeah? Take 2 more. Exhale, we curl. And inhale, release. Your bottom's gonna do some work in a minute, yeah? So give it a break. Last one here. Exhale, curl. Inhale, release. Now pause. As you're feeling those feet stretch over that motor body, we're gonna go right into your bridge. Taking your exhale, we're gonna curl. Continue to curl as you now press down into your feet, scoop that low belly and peel your bones off the mat. Opening up the collarbones, feeling the back side of that body. Drive your pubic bone 1 more inch to the sky. Maybe draw your knees 1 more inch closer together. I'm telling myself that. Take a breath in, and let's exhale to melt the spine down 1 vertebrae at a time as you reach those fingers towards the motor body, releasing to neutral, and we begin again. Taking your exhale, you curl. We roll the hips away. Finding some beautiful spinal mobility, working into the back of those legs, using the abdominal wall to lift that seat another inch higher. Take a breath in. Exhale, we roll it back down. What we don't want to do is let go of the abs and just use our legs and our back, our low back to do the work, right? Let's do 2 more. So again, as we exhale, we curl, we scoop. So we're using our abdominals, we're using our hamstrings. It's that sit-force couple, allowing us to articulate and lift properly. Take a breath in, and we exhale, we roll it back down, reaching the fingers long. Now we have 1 more, and we're going to hold it at the top. Take a breath in. And exhale again. We're rolling it up. So this is a nice way to just warm up those legs. Open up those collarbones. Hold right here. Pressing down into those hands. Press down into 1 foot. You're going to draw the opposite knee up to tabletop. Bring it back down, and we're going to change legs. Exhale, switch. We're going to continue to march it out, keeping the pelvis high in the space, pressing down into the supporting foot the moment that it hits the motor. We have 4 more. Exhale for 3. Press into the backs of those shoulders. Last 2. Find that base of support. Final 1. Find your center. Hold it here. See if you can drive your pubic bone 1 more inch to the sky. See if you can draw your knees 1 more inch closer together. Take a breath in. Let's exhale. Roll it down bone by bone. Woo. Releasing to neutral. Take a moment. Just tuck and release a couple of times here. Hug your knees into your chest. And then you're going to rock yourself up onto your bottom if that's available to you. And then we're going to move on from there. So for demonstration purposes, I am going to turn my motor to the side so that you can see the positioning, okay? You don't have to. If you have the space and you can see me, you can stay right where you're at. So I'm filming this workout by myself, so I had to make sure that I adjusted the mat accordingly, so I'm in frame. So moving on, you at this point want to attempt to have your resistance at a medium resistance, okay? So that means pushing one button in on each side of your extension arm, and that's optional. When we get into the work, because this is gonna be a lot of lower body, if you want it lighter, pop out the button. Totally fine by me, okay? It's your workout again. So we are gonna start by coming up onto the motor. I'm gonna have one knee down on the motor. My hands are on the motor body just to get myself situated so I know that my knee is under my hip. Then from here, I'm gonna take those hands and bring them to my extension arm. Okay. In this position, I want you to go ahead and make sure we have that proper alignment. You're gonna send that free leg straight back behind you. Now I'm flexing my foot, so I'm pushing the energy through my heel, feeling that length through the crown of my head. Let's take a moment here to make sure that our hips are nice and square. I want you to purposely externally rotate that hip. So you're gonna point the toe out to the side. And then as you exhale, you're gonna pivot the toe down towards the floor, internally rotate, find that hip placement. Yes, you're gonna hold that position there. From there, we're gonna just point through the toe. We're gonna go right into cat-cow. Yes, so you should feel right now that connection between your hamstring and glute. We're gonna draw the knee in, round the spine. And then as you inhale, lengthen, reach. Where that hamstring meets the glute, that's your connection. Again, exhale, we round. Inhale, we lengthen. 3 more. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Final 2, just like that. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Final 1 here. You lengthen. Now hold that position right here. Keeping the hips square, we're going to go into a little windshield wiper or hip opener. You're going to take the leg, open it to the side, don't compromise the pelvis, and then cross it over the midline, upper inner thigh. So you open and you close. 3 more, open, close. You got it. Last 2, try to keep that leg as high in the space as you can. 1 more, and you close. Beautiful. Bring the leg down. Pause for a moment. Nice. Take a second. Bring your hands to the motor body. Let's switch legs. Okay. Same thing. As my friend Erica Quest says, lather, rinse, repeat. Yeah. We'll bring the hands back on the extension arm. So this is why I said we're going to need some good upper body support here. Let's send the free leg straight back into extension here. Foot is flexed, toes pointing down to the floor. Let's find our placement. We're going to externally rotate, pointing the toes open to the side wall, and then rotate the toes back down so those hips are nice and square. Hold. Let's point through the toe. Armpits pulling down. Beautiful line from head to toe. Start your movement. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Again, exhale. And every time the leg extends, that's your opportunity to connect where that hamstring meets the glute. Yes, 3 more. And reach. Last 2. And lengthen. Final 1 here. We lengthen, we hold. Staying there, we're going to go into that windshield wiper. I can't talk. You're going to open. And we're going to close the leg across the midline. Again, open. Little hip abduction, little hip adduction. Let's do 3 more. And close. Woo. Last 2. And we close. Final 1 here. And close. Beautiful. Bring it down. And take a pause. Good, have a seat. Now it's gonna get interesting. You're like, why did we change the resistance? We didn't use it. We're gonna use it now. So what I'm gonna have you do, we should be on a medium resistance or light if that's what you want. You're gonna place both feet into your straps. All right. So you're here. Now, starting on the first leg we began on, we're gonna do the same exact work. You're gonna come up, hands on the motor. first leg is down onto your motor body. And now what you're gonna find with both legs strapped is that it's actually gonna help stabilize and balance the extension arm, all right? If this placement of the hands does not feel good for you, you can bring your fist down onto the floor and do it like so, okay? I should have mentioned that earlier. Bad, Heidi. Here we go. Same thing here. We're gonna extend that leg behind us, flex the foot, find that position here. Make sure those toes are pointing down to the floor. Long line here. Let's go right into your cat-cow. Drawing the knee in to the spine. Scoop. Inhale, lengthen. Now it's more of a cat stretch. It's not a cat-cow, right? We're not going into extension. So we round and we just lengthen to neutral from toe to head. 3 more. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Final 2. Use that breath. Don't be afraid. Last one, we round. We lengthen, we hold. Windshield wiper, we open. We cross it over the midline. We open, hips are square, cross it over the midline. Now you may find that because your supporting leg is strapped, you're gonna feel a lot more stability happening there. Cross it over the midline. 1 more. Open, cross it over the midline. Beautiful. Bring the foot down. Take a moment. Take your hands to the motor body. You're gonna stand on both legs. Stretch your hamstrings as much as you can. Forward fold. Good, relaxing there. Let's take the leg that was working. We're gonna bring it onto that motor body. All right, finding your position. Hands come back onto the extension arm or onto the floor just inside the extension arm. You're gonna send that opposite leg back. Here we go, going into the other side. We're gonna point the toe, find that line. Let's go right into that cat, drawing the knee into the chest, round. Inhale, lengthen. Again, exhale. And inhale, lengthen. 3 more, we round. And we lengthen. Last 2 here. Reach it out. Final 1, we round. And we reach, hold right here. We open the leg going into the windshield wiper and we cross it over that midline. Again, so we feel the abduction and we feel the adduction upper inner thigh. 3 more, open. And we close, nice strong upper girdle. Last 2. And we close. Final 1 here. We close. Good, bring the leg down. Take a moment. I want you to step on both feet. You're in a little forward fold. You can pop your feet out of the straps. Round your spine forward. While you are here, pop the resistance off if it's not already, so you're on a light resistance, and then roll yourself up to a standing position. Whew. Yes, okay. So now all I want you to do is do a little 180. So you're gonna turn away from your extension arm. Make sure when we get into this position, you're not too close to your extension arm. It could be a problem, okay? We don't want you to step back on it by accident. You're gonna go ahead and load both feet into your straps. So you're gonna load them right into your ankles. Yes, we're gonna work balance. We're also gonna work hip flexors, okay? So you're here, you're gonna step it forward. And I just want you to start by taking 1 foot onto your motor body. And all I want you to do is step up and tap and step down. That's all I want, yeah? You can take your hands to your hips. You can take your hands out to the side, whatever you want. Just take 3 more. I want you to get your bearing straight here. You're gonna feel how you have to work on that supporting leg to step up, and you have to work on that hip flexor to bring the leg forward, yes? Now, if you're willing and you want to add on, you feel good here, you're going to raise that knee up in the space and bring it down. Whew. And again, bring it up, bring it down. This is my better balancing leg, yeah? 3 more. As I almost fall. Last 2 here, up and down. 1 more here, bring it up. Can you hold it up? Stay there. Beautiful. Nice. Can you send your arms overhead? Find your balance. Can you look up, changing your focus? Yes. And bring it down. Just a little spice to make it more fun, yeah? Here we go. Make sure you're stepping away from that motor arm. Take the opposite foot down onto the motor. Here we go. We're gonna just step tap. Tap in front and bring it back. Step tap. Maybe this is enough, right? This is your opportunity to really root down into that supporting foot. Feel that feedback underneath the foot. Notice how much our feet help us with our balance. Yes. Do one more just like that. And then let's add a knee raise, yeah? Bringing the knee up, working against the resistance that our straps are providing us. Up and down. We have 3 more. Remember, always an option to take your arms out to the side. If balance is also not your jam, you can use a dowel, right? You could still do this, very much so. Let's do one more. You're getting an extra credit one here. Lift, you're gonna hold. Staying here. Can you take your arms up? Hold that position. Feel that hip flexor working, rooting down into that supporting leg. Can you take your focus up? Hold it. Hold it. Oh, wow. I'm surprising myself. Good. Go ahead and bring it down. It's normally not the best leg to balance on for me. All right. Take your feet out of the straps. And now again, I'm going to rotate my motor so that you can see my side view. And this time we're going to end up on each side of the motor. So give yourself some space. Okay. I'm doing this at the same time, keeping it on film, so if you need to make any adjustments, you have the time to do it. You don't have to pause me. Yes, so we're here, okay? So I want you to go ahead and just make sure your resistance is light. If you want it medium, you can always pop a button in. I'm not really gonna do that. We're gonna go into some full body movement with the element of leg work here. So the leg work, full body, is gonna make it a little challenging, okay? So we're gonna start without resistance here. You're gonna take both hands onto your motor body here. Again, setting up, we're in all fours. If your wrists are not happy at this point, you can bring your forearms onto your motor, yes? But we're gonna be here. Pushing out of the motor, regardless of where your arms are in the space. You're gonna step your legs back and find your full plank position. We're gonna hold. Breathing it out here. Long neck. From there, I want you to point that foot, the foot that's closest to the extension arm. You're gonna lift and lower that leg for 5. Lift and lower 4, so a little hip extension here. 3. Last 2. Final 1, replace the foot. Now take the outside hand, the hand furthest away from the extension arm. Put it in the center of your chest. You're gonna rotate and open it up to the sky here. Side plank. If this isn't your jam, lower that inside knee down or bring the forearm down, right? We can do this. Hold right here. Now, you can stay in this plank. If you're willing and you want to add on more, you're going to take the top leg, stack it. We're going to lift and lower for 5, a little hip abduction. My couch is in the way. 4, so I'm going to flex my foot. 3, last 2, final 1. We're going to unwind. Find your plank. Bring your knees down and rest it back. Good. Relax your wrists. We're doing it all again, but now we're adding resistance. So now you know where we're going, okay? So you're gonna take your foot into the strap. I'm keeping it on a light resistance here. I'll just move away from my extension arm a little bit just to create a little more tension. Yes, finding your placement. We're gonna step one leg back, step the opposite leg back to meet it, hold it, long line from head to tail, hold. Point the foot that's in the strap, hold it. We're gonna lift and lower. We have 5 and 4, 3, 2, Last one. Hold it here. Replace the foot. Hand comes to the center of the chest. We open it up, side plank. Hold it. Find your side plank. I gave you all the options. Foot on top. Lift and lower. We have 5. We have 4. And 3. Last 2. Hello, obliques. Last 1. Rotate. Come back to your plank. Lower your knees. Press it back. Yes. Good. Take a second. No fancy transitions between sides. All I'm going to have you do is make room on the other side of your motor, right? So I'm just going to pull this guy back. And then I'm going to just hop over to the other side. Yes, and we're going to do all of that again. Setting up. I'll give you one moment. One and done. Coming on to all fours. Find your position here. Long, flat back. We're going to step the legs back one at a time. Find your plank position. Long line from head to heel. Hold it. Low belly's connected. We're going to point that foot that's closest to your extension arm. And we're going to lift and lower. We have 5. And 4. Last 3. Nice solid pelvis. 2. Final 1. Bring it down. Outside hand comes to the center of your chest. You rotate. You open it up. Hold it here. Taking that top leg. We're going to lift and lower. We have 5. 4. 3. 2. Last 1. We unwind the spine. Find your plank position. Lower your knees. Press it back. You might be able to hear the trash truck outside. Whatever. Hey, I'm all about keeping it real, yeah? Let's go ahead. We're going to take that strap onto the inside foot. We're almost done, yes? Getting that full body work in. We're going to take the hands back onto that motor body. Find that alignment. Again, you can be on your forearms if you need to. You're going to step it back. This also could be done with one knee down, yes? We're going to hold this position. Point through the toe. Let's lift and lower. We have 5, 4, 3, final 2, last 1. Replace the foot. Outside hand comes to the center. We open it up. We spiral that torso. Find your side plank. Maybe this is enough. I want you to hold it. Yeah, we lift and lower. 5, 4, 3, little abduction here, 2, last 1. We unravel. Whew, almost lost it there. Find your plank. Step your knees in. You can take your foot out of the strap. Round it back, child's pose. Whew. Yes, relax your wrists. I know it can get wristy. It's good to work on your wrists. You can build up that bone density. Go ahead and take a moment. Stand on up. We did it! We're going to take the inside of those ankles against your motor body. Never underestimate the power of a good roll down to realign your spine, yes? Let's take both arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, dive it forward, round your spine. Good, I'm going to wipe the cat hair off my leggings. Take a breath in. Relax the spine. Relax the back of the neck. Exhale, roll that spine up, restacking the vertebrae, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. Good. And one more breath for the road. Inhale. Exhale, press it away. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any comments, if you have any questions, I don't know unless you tell me. So please comment below. Thanks so much for your time, and I will see you again real soon. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope you liked this video. Give it a huge thumbs up, and don't forget, subscribe and you'll be notified when the next video drops. And in the meantime, come join me on Instagram. I hope to see you soon.